Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Asmodeus, and as you can see, I'm not really a very good Magic player, um, and that's all right. I really can't be too bothered if I'm being honest. I prefer playing casual, anyways. But I've never really broken past gold. Um, and seeing as there's 12 days left in the season, my hope is to get into platinum, but maybe those are lofty ambitions, considering that most of the decks I play are very much of the jank variety. So today we're going to be looking at this deck right here. It's called It's Alive. This is a Sultai Reanimator deck, which I'd love to show you. Okay, there you go, as soon as the cards show up. Uh, Now, I can't say this is an original brew. I picked it up from somewhere, and I've modified it a little bit because I didn't have all the cards. And okay, so first things first, I don't have a very strong mana base in the fact that I don't have a lot of shock lands and I don't have a lot of check lands, and I'm not interested in investing the wild cards for it, though that's probably a smart decision. Maybe that's why I haven't gotten into platinum. We'll see. We'll see. So this deck hinges kind of on two cards that are absolutely necessary. So the point of this deck here is to cheat out cards over 5 mana in cost, right? So on the low end of the cards we're trying to cheat out is Dream Eater, and on the high end is Endray's Forerunner. So that's 6 mana to 8 mana here, and we want to get these guys out by turn 5, ideally with Concoct, which is a 5 mana spell. So we want to get these into our graveyard and then bring them back up. We can get some of them back with Eldest Reborn, but Eldest Reborn's a little bit slower. So, we put this down turn 5 and we're really getting things back turn 8. It doesn't really matter, Now we also have Biogenic Ooze, which is not really something I want to be bringing back per se. With Concoct, if it's possible, I'd rather just hard cast it because it's about the same mana. But what's good with Biogenic Ooze is that it helps kind of build a board state out of very little. So how do we get cards into the graveyard? Well, we have a few enablers for that. We have Chart a Course to discard a card if it's in our hand. We have a lot of Surveil in the form of Thought Erasure, in the form of Discovery. You have Surveil 3 from Concoct itself, and then Surveil 4 from Dream Eater. So that's how we want to get... Oh, as well as, the Jumpstart cost for a Quasi-Duplicate, which is a very strong card in this deck, and I'm a very big fan of having. In fact, I'm such a big fan of... I'm considering making it either a 3 or 4 of, but right now, let's just leave it at this. Yeah, so how do we really kick things off? So we have a lot of bad matchups, and there's no way to avoid that because this is a combo deck, and I have no interest in trying to really play around red or blue, sometimes even mono white. But I have 3 Fountains of Renewal. Hopefully we can get one of these in our opening hand, or somewhere very close to the start, and start keeping our life total up a little bit. Because after a certain point, if we can get a good solid, if we can get Palaka Worm out, if we can get Muldrotha or a Dream Eater to bounce one of their threats, or if we can just build up a board state to get some blockers with Ooze, we're pretty good for a little bit. So this is just right now the first edition of this deck, at least. Maybe we'll update it or maybe we're not. I'm only running a single Assassin's Trophy for removal. I don't know if that's maybe like the right decision here. Maybe it should be another Fountain of Renewal. But I've had a lot of, I've often managed to find the Assassin's Trophy at a time when I needed to get rid of something. So I guess we'll just, we'll accept that it's here and just allow it. Alright, so let's play some Ranked. And so we're starting off at the bottom of Gold 4, and I hope that maybe after like 3 or 4 games, I am not still at the bottom of Gold 4. And those are as far as my ambitions for this deck run, if I'm being honest. So we've got a double Johnny matchup here. Yeah. So we've got 2 mana. And we have 2 Chart a Courses, and we have 3 things in our hand that we can pitch. So I'm actually going to keep this, though otherwise I would like to keep a hand with just 3 mana. But this should hopefully let us draw into better things. And we have things which you can toss into the graveyard to get that ready. So, you know, by turn 5 or turn 6, whenever we can find our concoct, we actually have something to guaranteed, we're guaranteed to pull out, as opposed to just sort of risking it in hoping that we can get something off the top in the Surveil 3, which sometimes happens, but Surveil 3 is maybe not as ideal as, you know, having something in the graveyard to begin with, of course. So let's find out what this guy's running, if he decides to actually make a decision. Oh man, I really hope I get that free victory, but I don't really know if I'm going to count it, all things considered, because I kind of actually want to play the deck. I don't know, he could very well have just been, like, running to the bathroom or something. Let me just let him know that it's his turn, and just in the off chance that he doesn't know. Okay, so I think we're gonna win this, just on the fact that he's not there. And we got to start off turn 2 being up 1 mana. And is this gonna go to timer again? Oh man, I love a free victory when I can get it. So, you know, we have a buffer for the deck being extremely, extremely inconsistent. So yeah, don't play this deck, but if you have changes to it that are within reason, I would love to hear them. Because I would actually very much enjoy continuing to ladder with this deck. So, you know, I've had a lot of decent experience with it in Silver. Like, I managed to get from Silver 3 all the way up into Gold 4 off of essentially 2 spread out win streaks just off this deck, which is nice. But it is Silver, so it doesn't really mean anything. Oh, this guy's back and he's not too happy. Let me say hello. The audacity to say your go. You know, what a prick, but whatever. Okay, excellent. I'm actually going to pitch the Polaka Worm first. He's playing Rakdos, he showed us that, at least. So I don't know if this is a Guildgate deck. It very well might be. So getting the potential to have that additional life increase would be very nice. I think, so I have a Polaka Worm in there. I could throw the other one down. I don't know if I want to show that I have the other one yet, though. I'll toss the Dream Eater. Actually, yeah, I'll toss the Dream Eater. Okay, so, you know, we have 4 mana so far. Oh, there's the 5th mana. Excellent. I was just going to say, the most important thing is to ensure that you can get to 5 mana as soon as possible, because nothing really picks up until then. So, I'm not actually sure what he's playing now. Memorial to Genius is not typically something you see in Gate decks. So let's drop this. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Let's see what we can knock out of his hand. A negate. Well, fuck you too for main decking negate. That's all right. Maybe I should have started off with Discovery. Fountain of Renewal. Do I want to take the Fountain of Renewal? I don't actually know. I will. I will. I will. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't have. I should have been trying to find a concoct. I wanted to get that turn 5 play. No, yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have been digging for a concoctor and Elder Reborn, something of the sort, to start getting my recursion going. Let's Discovery. I can always Fountain afterwards, but I don't know what's there. Okay, so Forest. I want the Forest as soon as possible, because I don't have to then pay, you know, waste a concoct on Biogenic Goose. I can rather just hard cast it and let him remove it. Eldest Reborn, I'm fine taking that as the second card. So yes, we're gonna throw a Fountain down, and next turn we're gonna have something on the board finally. Though I might also hold back, just to Dream Eater on his turn here. I don't know. He is down a land, so I don't really know how much I should be threatened by him. He hasn't shown anything interesting other than, you know, a negate. Okay, so this is Grixis Dragons. I'm gonna have to assume it's Grixis Dragons here. So I'm gonna save my Eldest Reborn for next turn. Very likely he's only gonna throw one thing down, and I can kill that one thing with Eldest Reborn. Unless it's a Dragon Egg, I don't really know if I want to do that, because then I'm giving him a flyer, but if I throw down the Ooze, and I swing with it at some point, it's gonna kill the egg eventually. Alright, let's see if we can just bait some removal. So that's what I really like about Ooze. It's a 2-for-1 body just off the chop, and if they leave it alone, it's so hard to deal with after a while. Yeah, but I like having them waste the removal. So this is nice. This is nice. Sarkhan is...
I don't need this. I need this.
Okay, so he's gonna very much enjoy this. I like doing this a lot. Here we go. Hello. Let me just think about it. I might honestly even go to rope. Excuse me, go to the timer. It's not Hearthstone. Nah, fuck it. I want him to suffer now. Yeah. Yeah, fuck right off, buddy. Okay. So, am I gonna steal his Sarkhan? Oh wow, he's tossed 2? I don't know how that happened, but Nicol Bolas, that's alright. I'm totally fine with him. Discarding a card, I get to toss a Pelakka Worm. Not a big deal. That's a pain. I would have liked to actually draw something that wasn't a forest. Okay, so I think I'm going to pass the turn here. And I think at the beginning of his turn, I want to bounce the Nicol Bolas up. Or do I want to do it before he declares attackers? I could do it as he's declaring attackers. I don't know. Maybe he'll spend some mana first, so he can't play Nicol Bolas again. Let's see. I'm just trying to actually remember when he tossed that second Sarkhan. Whenever you activate an ability of a Sarkhan's Planeswalker, Sarkhan's Whelp deals 1 damage to any target. Okay, so this is perfect. He's cast enough mana that I know he can't bring Nicol Bolas back this turn. So I have no problem, you know, throwing that back in his face. And I want to correct my next few draws if I can. I want to ensure I can get some more recursion. Instantly Bedeviling. That's okay. I still get the enter the battlefield trigger off of that. I'm going to keep Eldest Reborn up to the top. I don't want the Swamp. I don't really care too strongly about the Fountain of Renewal, if I'm being honest. I can bring it back with Muldrotha when I get to her. And I already have 2. I don't really need the 3rd per se. That's okay. Yeah, we can tell him to fuck right off with that. That's excellent. And we've burned another removal, which is good. Alright. Now, do I take Sarkhan? No, I probably won't take Sarkhan. I kind of want to take Biogenic Ooze. I think that would... I think I should take Biogenic Ooze. I can develop that into a more ridiculous board state. This turn. Alternatively, I could throw down the Eldest Reborn, and I think that's probably the right decision here. Because I also kind of still want him to use some more removal here. So my goal is to have him use as much removal as possible before I throw down an Endraze Forerunner, because this is kind of like the finisher card here. So I need to have a board state plus Endraze in the graveyard. So, you know, I have a few turns. I could very much... So, you know, this coming turn, I'm going to try to spend mana on bringing more Ooze out. And then when it comes down to, you know, turn 3 on Eldest Reborn, I get a lot of damage from Endraze Forerunner. You know, just the fact that it has, you know, trample and haste, and then also gives other things +2/+2 and vigilance and trample. Absurd. Yeah, so he's also hasn't been hitting some of his land drops. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that. Can I have concoct? What do I want to concoct out? I have a Palaka Worm. I could get a Palaka Worm. There's a lot of value out of a Palaka Worm. I think it gives me more value than getting another Ooze token. And I can't do both. So I think I concoct here. And let's pitch that. Let's pitch that. And I have access to another concoct, which is excellent. Yeah, I want to... Do I want to... I might Dream Eater next turn to keep him from getting the recursion on his, excuse me, on the Eldest Reborn. But all that means is I'm going to have to sacrifice something else again. But I don't care about these things dying necessarily, so long as I can bring them back. Okay, so, yeah, I lost my Palaka Worm. What can you do? Oh, that's not good. I don't really like that, if I'm being honest here. I think I pitched the Ooze. I should take his Lathless, really. I'm gonna take his Lathless because it's fat and it doesn't have haste. That's unfortunate. So I don't think I want to. Oh, I need to play this because otherwise he's going to. Otherwise he's gonna. I'm gonna have to discard it. Is that a negate? All right. What a guy. Okay. So, next turn, if he can't clear my board, I win. What's he gonna bring? If he's smart, he'll probably take the Palaka Worm out. I think that's what I would do if I were him. And with his other one, he's probably gonna take out something else. But, you know, I already took his Lathless, so... Oh, that's interesting. So he's gonna hand fix. He's probably gonna bounce Lathless back to his hand. Which is very annoying. Very, very annoying. Oh, you pitched a Gates Ablaze. Interesting. Okay. Yep. Goodbye, Lathless. Is he gonna play that? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Draw your card. Give me Concoct, please. Andre's Forerunners. Oh, and I can't cast it. I need to... I'm 1 mana short. Okay. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I'm gonna pitch this. Let's see if I can draw something nice. Well, there's the mana I was missing. So long as he doesn't have a discard effect. Oh, no. If he plays Nicol Bolas next turn, I lose the Andre's Forerunners. Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna sack this. I want to have an additional thing in my hand, so that I don't mind too much about losing this. I'm gonna swing here with the Palaka Worm. He's likely just gonna trade the Dream Eater for it. And that's okay. I have enough of a life total that I don't really care about staying open. Okay, he's going to double. So I'm for sure going to take the Lathless out. I don't really... It means nothing. Like, if he gets to keep the 4-2. Excuse me, 4-3. You know, I draw a card. Whatever. So I get to even have protection for my Ooze with Nicol Bolas. So, you know, excellent, excellent. I don't like that, though. That's a little bit of a pain. But that's okay. I still have a lot going for me here. I just have to play this. I just have to play this in a smart manner. Does he have enough to start flipping Nicol Bolas? He needs 7 mana, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7. Actually, he 9. So, you know, we have to be very careful. Next turn, he's gonna get that Bolas out. Next turn, he's gonna get the Bolas out. So, I want to do this, and I want to get rid of either the Bolas or the Palaka Worm. I think probably the Bolas, really. I can get through the Balaka Worm with Endrace Forerunners. I just need to give my oozes a little, a turn or two to build up. I just have to deny him that Planeswalker because Nicol Bolas the Arisen is going to be too strong for me. I don't know why I don't deal with his -2. Okay, that's fine. So long as he doesn't have a Bedevil for Endrace Forerunners, that's okay. I'm not going to block anything. Eldest Reborn. Excellent. So, my hope is that on the turn 3 of Eldest Reborn, I get to play the Forerunners and then also bring up the other Forerunners. Alternatively, I could, let's race him a little bit here. Let's race him. Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah, Niv Mizzet. That's a problem. I'm trying to think about how I can get past that right now. Opponent discards a card. Okay. Do I want a dispersal here? If I dispersal, what is this? 6/6. So either the Dream Eater or they control to its owner's hand. So either it pitches the Dream Eater. I think I dispersal here. I think I dispersal here. Either I get my Dream Eater back in my graveyard, or he pitches the Niv Mizzet, and then he gets to. Oh shit! Never mind. I forgot. Niv Mizzet draws him a card when playing a spell, so he has choices now for discarding something. Not ideal, but it could very well be that he runs into something else. So I have a Dream Eater, which I can cast. I'm not going to swing here. Yeah, so next turn, 1 4-race, Endrace Forerunners, the second Endrace Forerunners, and I'm going to try to get through if I can. It's a spit flame. I don't like that. What a pain in the butt. Alright. Alright. So, it might be worthwhile to have Ravenous Chupacabra in this deck. Not so you can concoct it out, but if it comes to it, it's an enter the battlefield trigger that destroys a creature. That might be worthwhile. I don't know. Maybe I'll take out the Assassin's Trophy for... What do I do here? I kind of want the Block Worm, though let's get some life total back up, because I'm struggling a little bit here. I don't want to pay the 2 life. Niv Mizzet is a very, very big mana expense, so I kind of want him to cast 1 spell before I Dream Eater. Because my hope is to Endrace Forerunner next turn for the win. Yeah, sure. So I want to see him play some mana, just enough that I know he can't afford to play Niv Mizzet again. So cast down, that's 2, so 1, 2, so blue, 1, 2, 3 red. Okay, so he can still afford to pay it. All right, let's let it resolve. All right, let's draw a card. Maybe let's see what I can get. That's a lot of card draw here. I don't know. All I'm thinking is that Ravenous Chupacabra might be the right decision now to throw it. I've concoct. Okay, so he cannot get any more out of this. So he can't play anything off Niv Mizzet. So he can't play Niv Mizzet again. Excuse me. So let's get that out of there. and I don't think he has any. He's got 2 negates, so I think he's using Cast Down and Split Flame as his creature removals. He doesn't have any creatures. But yeah, there you go. It could be a lot worse. I don't really care if he kills the Dream Eater. I have a way of getting it back when it comes to it, but I don't want this. I don't want this. I want Quasi Duplicate, but I don't think I don't know if I want it in hand. Do I have enough? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's get that the hell out of there. Take action. Oof. Okay, I have to be very careful about how I do this now. Okay, I think I win. I think I win right here. I concoct a Forerunner, and then I quasi-duplicate it, and I think that's lethal. I'm like very confident that that's lethal. Excellent. Yep, that's lethal. So, well, that was very annoying, but that was a game. Wow, and it was a whole 20-minute game. All right, yeah, all right. Let's try another. Let's go for one more. I know. Hopefully, it's another victory. If it's a loss, then at the very least, I'll feel balanced in all things. You know, representing Kanos a little bit here. Alright, Jaya Ballard versus Tezzeret. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. So I have 3 mana, which is good. And I have a blue and a black for Thought Erasure. And I have, it doesn't really matter what, for Fountain of Renewal. But I think that's going to, Fountain of Renewal is more likely to be a turn 3 play, because I want to drop this first to ensure that I can Thought Erasure next turn. And then these two, this is something I want to pitch, and this is something whatever, that's later. But let's keep this. Let's give him a hello. Let's be nice. Dario P. Okay, so he's got Gurn here. So I hope that's not Elves. I can't say Elves are one of our strongest matchups. The fact that, you know, the second they go wide, it's a bit of an issue. Okay, Merfolk. Okay, Simic Ascendancy. So I have an answer for Simic Ascendancy if it comes down to it, which is I can Dream Eater it. I think I can Dream Eater it actually. Yeah, I'm not letting him get his ooze out for Simic Ascendancy. That's too strong of a way to, you know, build that up. So is he going to say ooze for Arcane Adaptation? Saffroling. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, let's do this. And if I don't get a land drop next turn, I think I'm going to have to sack that Fountain. Okay. Well, I get to keep it. Yeah. Alright. No land drop next turn. I have to sack it. My goal is actually to connive this. I'm going to take his Tender Sheet Dryad. I hope it doesn't get... let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Resolve. So it's not gonna hit the Blessing, which is fine. Okay, and then that's perfect. That's the last land drop I needed. So let's take his. Let's take that. Let's take that. And I'll just build up my own board state. I'll say thank you. I could. If I get another blue mana, I might quasi-duplicate it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna block right now. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. let's... I guess let's Thought Erasure here. Destroy target creature with flying. Alright, that's fine. Island, I do want to keep the island. I want that for the cost 2 pit. And I think I just pass go. I might sack the fountain at resolve. Okay, well this is fine. Now I get to so I don't like how this gets the bonus from saplings. I'm okay with creatures you control get +1/+1. I'm not okay with that. Alright. I kinda wanna get that Assassin's Trophy now. Let's see if I can manage to find my way to it. Unfortunate, very unfortunate, but that's how this goes, but... fuck. 50 life. And let's duplicate this, because if I'm gonna have to trade more for every sapperling I want, or for every block, you know, I might as well get the additional benefit of creating more. And I very much doubt he has a full, you know, board clear for me. Like, if he's running River's Rebuke, I doubt it. But hopefully this should offset the bonus he gets from, you know, Arcane Adaptation and Immortal Sun on these guys here. So this is going to be a bit of a pain. But let's see. So, what am I thinking? I'm kind of thinking if I can pitch Endriz Forerunners or if I have to hard cast it. I have a wide board that can benefit very greatly from just punching him in the taint with it, you know? I think I'm going to Eldest Reborn, and my goal is to kind of steal his ooze. He's going to lose a token. I mean, whatever. That's not, like, the biggest thing. Now, I have 5 of these. Is it? I feel like he's gonna have to do a lot to answer this, because my hope is next turn I can throw down an End-Raise Forerunner and just beat him. Yeah, so he has to do a lot of work here to answer this, and that's totally fine by me. You know, if I can thin out his board while keeping mine as wide as possible, I win next turn. I think I'm pretty much guaranteed to win next turn here. Yeah, there's no way. He can't do anything at this point. It's a good game. I think he should know that. Gen juice. Alright. 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 Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, you spend that mana, stupid monkey. Alright, okay, alright, okay. Alright. Alright, what did he... Essence Scatter? Yeah, excellent time to pitch that, right? Now, what do I have in my graveyard? That's... Okay, so I don't have anything worthwhile. I could steal his ooze, but I don't think it really matters. I think I just win now. Yeah. And let's just see how much damage we can get in. Excellent. Alright. So that's, I don't know. I don't want you guys to think that these 2 victories in a row has any indication of this deck being good. I think the best way to describe this deck is incredibly inconsistent. But it's fun as hell. You know, if you can get it working, it's so fun. Eldest Reborn, I might cut one of these to make space for, like, let's see. Tempest Caller is kind of interesting here. It does something kind of like Dream Eater in the sense that it removes things as as an immediate threat here. Return all creatures. Slinvoda, I do not think that would be a good card for me. I think I would lose quite a bit out of that. Especially if I have a board of tokens or something and I throw down a Dream Eater. I lose all my tokens, I lose all my ooze. Playcrafter? Playcrafter might be worthwhile. I think if I had to guess, I would say that Ravenous Chupacabra is probably a stronger insert than Plaguecrafter. Lotleth Giant. Now that's interesting, because I do have some creatures in my graveyard, though I am bringing these things back. Torgar is also a big dude. You know, we can cheat him in. But let's take a look, right? So, you know, maybe I don't even need 3 of ooze, but I kind of like having the potential to have a board. So I'm probably going to keep ooze. Lotless Giant to target opponent, or for each creature. So I don't know if I think I'd want gain 3 life. That's not necessarily good. Yeah, this is not a good card for this deck. Verdant Sun's Avatar? It's sort of like a Palaka Worm. It's sort of like a Palaka Worm. Oh man. Okay, so Ravenous Chupacabra, yes. I don't know if I want to do 1 or 2. I want to keep 1 Assassin's Trophy. I like the fact that it's a target permanent. You know, that gives me a lot of flexibility in what this can hit. This is more creature focused. I think I'd take out... I don't want to take out an Eldest Reborn, though. That might be what I have to do. I'm not taking out my 2 piggies. I'm not taking out the 3 worms. I need the worms. I can't take out the discoveries. Those are 2 strong enablers, and I can't take out land. I feel like I lose a Fountain of Renewal, but I don't know if that's still the right thing to do. So, like, I'm thinking... So, I can't... I don't want to sacrifice a Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure gives me a lot of value in just controlling certain games to flow some matches. Do I just live with it being 61? No. No, I don't. Alright. Well... thank you guys for sticking tuned. I hope you enjoy it. In another video, I hope to cover some of these next decks. Maybe Temur Jizz tokens. Temur Jizz tokens is very interesting. I think I will do that. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Take care.